Good morning, everyone. Sorry, sometimes I press the button on my iPad and it takes just a couple of seconds to come through. And you know me, I'm not very comfortable with not doing anything. I feel really sort of like, yeah, are you going to turn on yet? All right, I am here to do your What's Cracking reading. We're going to use the Mythic Tarot for this reading. Okay, if you are interested in personal readings, gifting or donating to the channel, everything is below. Golly, I sound like I've had a couple of drinks. I promise you I haven't. If you are interested in the life coaching program, I currently have positions available. I'm still offering this for half price if you book in before Christmas, and then afterwards it will go back to the price it was before. It's been very, very well received, and I feel incredibly successful for the people who've taken part. It does help you to kickstart, to get going again, to sort of identify what you want to do on your journey. And I do have some people who are learning to do tarot through it. I do go live now on YouTube on Wednesdays, Instagram on Fridays, and Facebook once a month, which is this weekend for mini reads. If you are interested in any of those things, whip over to the Aussie Goddess Facebook page. Everything's pinned to the top of the page. You can keep an eye on me and work out where I'm going. That will be updated soon though, because I now have fairs for next year. So if you're in the Australian area, really? If you are in Australia, keep your eye out, especially in New South Wales, because I will be doing fairs. Okay. Let's see what's going on in the What's Cracking world this morning. Yes, that's exactly how I feel this morning. I've been feeling like this for the last week or so. Just feeling like you just want to sort of stay in bed, not get out of bed in the morning. I think this year it's been particularly challenging because it's nearly Christmas and it does not feel like Christmas at all. And I've never been an incredibly enthusiastic Christmas person, but this year it has really been difficult trying to get into the Christmas spirit. I know lots of people agree with me. We don't like it. We're trying. We really are. But no amount of singing Christmas carols around the house or going shopping with the Christmas trees is making me feel it anymore. I think because normally Christmas is a time where we look forward to having time off work, you know, chilling out with family. And this year, of course, we've all been working from home, so it doesn't have quite the impact it does normally. So the Hermit, not about Christmas at all. The Hermit is very much a card about taking time out, going inside and looking at your inner light. The Hermit is the person who sort of trots off into the mountains. See how it feels so attractive at the moment? Trots off into the mountains and sort of hides away in a cave, you know, looking for, you know, some indication on what is the meaning of life? Like, what are we doing? Where are we going? That type of energy. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles here. And the Two of Pentacles talks about a decision. It talks about balance. It talks about coming to some sort of, I want to say evenness in your life where everything is sort of set into some sort of balance here. It can be a decision between two things, like very equal. It can be a decision between the heart and the head, or two things that oppose each other but are very equal. So it could be that you're sort of trying to do things between logic and spirituality, trying to make some sort of decision here. I feel this is why you're taking time out here. Maybe you're taking time out to understand something here. And I feel like I've just hit it on the head with the whole logic spirituality thing. Maybe trying to look at things from a different perspective. A bit hanged man energy, really. Okay, let's just keep going. All right, so we have the Nine of Wands coming through, the card of the Wounded Warrior. All right, now I'm getting the energy. All right, Six of Swords. Some of you are moving away from this energy though, which is really good. I feel that you may be taking time out with the Hermit to understand something about yourself. This may be really, really deep introspection for some of you. It may be that you're questioning your spirituality through logic. It could be that you're trying to be logical about making a decision when you're feeling there's a lot more deeper stuff that needs to be considered. There's something that you are trying to let go or move away from. You're trying to leave something behind here with this Six of Swords. And you are trying desperately hard here to work out something's hurt you. Something you've been hurt by, perhaps more than once with the Nine of Wands. It's that repetitive pain that you keep putting yourself through. And this energy of trying to find balance as to why you keep doing something, why you keep repeating a behavior. The Hermit card tells me that it's time to really go inside. Perhaps you have work to do internally to let go of somebody, to let go of something here with this Six of Swords. Move away from this pain here with this Nine of Wands. So you're trying to really understand what it is that's holding you in place with this Two of Pentacles. Let's just keep going. Maybe I can give you a bit more information. Yeah, there's a cycle that needs to be finished out. Okay, we have the Chariot here. The Chariot is the card of forward movement. It's also the card of Cancer. So some of you may be trying to move on from a Cancer here. Ten of Swords says to me that the cycle needs to be closed out. It's done. Six of Swords, move away. You're experiencing pain over and over again. You're reliving a pain here. And you're trying to understand why the pain is still there for you, trying to let it go, trying to use logic over spirituality, trying to use your head over your heart here, and taking on the energy of the Hermit, which is the card of Virgo. So you could be dealing with a Virgo or someone with very practical attributes. But I feel for many of you here, I feel quite honestly like you're questioning your religion, you're questioning your spirituality, you're questioning your heart over your head or your head over your heart. But this is very deep sort of internal work you're doing here, trying to understand something. All right, let's see where this is going. Okay, so we have the Magician here. So the Magician is a card that talks of being able to manifestation. The Magician tells us that we have all of the tools we need. We don't need to worry. We have everything we need here. Everything we need to move forward. We have all of the elements at our disposal. It's just about us understanding, Spirit is saying, what tools are best for what. And that's where you're having problems trying to understand something, because you're not really sure what tools you need to use here. Do you need to use this spirituality, or do you need to use your practicality? Perhaps you've never had to do something like this before. Because there's this strong feeling here that you're using the wrong tools to try and do something. Let's just see where this is going here. I sort of get this energy. Six of Wands coming through. I have a feeling that should be in reverse. You're trying to get recognition for something here, and you're using the wrong tools. You're using the wrong tools. It's like you have access to everything you need, but you're not relying on the right thing to do what you need to do. Let me just keep going here. All right, we have the Strength card coming through. Sign of Leo. Represents Leo. I feel here that you're trying really hard to do something, to manage something. This could be a relationship, but it could also be even trying to find a job. It could be trying to understand yourself, perhaps, with the Strength card. Something to do with your shadow side. Something to do with the side of yourself that you keep hidden from the world. I feel like you're trying to be recognized for something. Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo here. This is really deep energy here. Okay, I'm going to put some more cards out. I think I need to put it down. King of Swords coming through with the Eight of Swords. Something's keeping you locked in an energy here and unable to move forward. Ace of Pentacles. All right, Ace of Wands. Wow, aces everywhere this morning. Page of Cups. Temperance. Okay, this is the answer here to everything that you've got. This is the card of Sagittarius here. There is a really strong feeling that you're trying to find an answer to something. For some of you, this could be not having recognition for something, being validated, trying to be seen, trying to get yourself into a position where people are taking notice of you. So for some of you, this may be trying to get, say, a business off the ground with the aces here, or trying to look at something here from the two perspectives. So you're trying to look at something from a practical, earthy solution sort of thing, but you're stuck in your mind trying to see it from a different perspective. And it's very much that energy of the Two of Pentacles. Let me just go back to this and I'm going to pull it apart. Right, so you need to take time out. The universe is saying to you, you cannot make sense of this where you are. This is really calling for you to go inside. There is something here you're trying to balance out, and we do have the Temperance card here as well. So there is something here you're trying to look at from a balanced perspective, but you're coming at it from the wrong perspective. All right. So we have the Nine of Wands. There's some sort of pain, some sort of ongoing situation here where you've got borders up, boundaries up, things in place to stop you receiving. You're blocking here. And the universe is trying to get you away from blocking yourself. Wow, I get this today. All right, the Ten of Swords is here. So we know that a cycle needs to be closed out. The universe is trying to move you forward. Look, 2 cards of speed here. 2 cards of speed and passion. The universe is trying to get you to move forward here. But you're stuck. Okay, now where I see you stuck, because people say this to me all the time when they get readings, and that's why I always, when I do a reading, I always offer you some way of healing or some way of understanding what you're going through so that you can work on this. And that is so important. It's no good saying to someone you need to fix this if you can't give them the tools to fix it. The universe is saying here, you have the tools to fix this. You can fix this. You have everything you need. But I feel really strongly, like with this Six of Wands here, there's this energy of maybe not having the right tools or not knowing how to use the tools correctly. Because there is something here you're trying to be recognized for and it's just not coming through. So it could be that you've been trying to get a promotion at work, for example. You may have all the qualifications. You may have everything you need to get this job, but you keep getting knocked back on it because this is happening. And I'm fairly sure that's how it should be. And the universe is saying to you here, you have all the tools you need and you need to work on something here because you're being asked to go into this hermit mode. So it's about going inside here because something you are doing wrongly, something you're not doing the right way because of your conditioning, because of the way you've been conditioned when you were young, because of the way you've been taught how to do something here. There is very much this energy of, it's like having, what they're showing me is it's like having a chessboard with all your chess pieces, but trying to play it like drafts. Now, if you're not a chess player and you're not a drafts player, another analogy. It's like having a recipe book, but trying to read it with a blindfold on. Like, it just is like you've got all the tools that you need. You have everything you need, but you're trying to go about it the wrong way. Okay, so what you're trying to do here is this energy. So you may be a person who's very down to earth, very practical and looking at things from a very practical perspective. And the universe is saying here, you need to look at things from a much more logical perspective. So you could be trying to love or show love to someone who's emotionally unavailable. You may be trying to win a job over with your attributes when you need to come at it from a very logical perspective. You may be trying to, well, here we go. You may be trying to use your resources here instead of trying to use your intellect. Whatever it is for you, you're going around, you're using the wrong tools here. You need to go inside and understand, because what it's creating is this energy. And this is what you need to heal. So there's some sort of energy here of you just going like around in here, hurting yourself, but not being able to see your way free. So you're trapped in this way of thinking. There's some way of thinking here that's keeping you embroiled. That's a strange one. You're being caught in amongst these swords. And the universe is saying that you need your personal strength here. You need to understand your darkness. This is your darkness keeping you trapped. And you have the answer here by seeing through your heart space. There's a new start trying to come through here. There is a new start. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, stability. There is something here in you that you need to understand to move yourself forward with the Temperance card. All right, let me just pull a few more cards here before we move on. This is about you bringing balance in. So you're almost like fighting a losing battle here, but you're not really understanding why it's happening, because you're doing your Queen of Pentacles the way you know how. So you're using the attributes you have instead of looking outside or looking beyond. Okay, let me just have a look. The Temperance card, we have Judgment. Okay, and the Sun, how beautiful. A lot of Leo energy in this reading, and the Emperor. Okay, three major arcanas to clarify that, and they were drawn at random. The universe, spirit, whoever you feel, your higher self, is trying to give you some sort of answers here to help you start again. Letting go, the Six of Swords energy, moving away from something and having a new start. You need to let go of everything you know here. Everything you've learned is not serving you here. You need to pick up new tools. Some old way of thinking, some old way of doing things is not working, but you still keep doing it with that Nine of Wands energy, hoping for a different result, and it's not working. Okay, so we have the Sun card coming through, which of course talks about absolute joy and happiness. It's beautiful. It's like going back to the beginning, being childlike, trying something differently, doing something differently. You have the Emperor here, which really says to me that you're giving away your power by doing things the way you're doing it. You're giving your power away. You're sort of not recognizing here how to pull back your power. All right, I want to read, I bought the other Rebecca Campbell deck and I haven't used it yet, so we're going to go on a brand new journey here. I've got to pull one of these today. Work Your Light. I'm strongly drawn to this deck today, so let's have a look and see what Spirit has here for us. But basically what they're saying here is you're using the wrong tools to achieve what you want to achieve. You're stuck in an old mindset. I want to dig deeper. I want to dig much deeper into this to really understand why you're relying on an old way of thinking to get you what you want rather than looking at things differently. Oh, there we are. Acacia. Okay. Your guidance is divinely guided. How interesting. It sort of makes me feel like something was meant to be here. That you were meant to learn something here. Alright, just have to work out this book because it's in a little bit of a different 112. 112. Transmission cards. All right. Acacia exists in the fifth dimension in the Library of Souls. All soul contracts, history, gifts, lessons and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present and future and can tap into it any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timelines of our life that are predestined or pre-planned. Soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company that you choose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person you agree to mentor or help. Whatever it is, know that it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. If you're waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You are likely living out an important part of your soul's journey and you're exactly where you need to be. That's what I just said. This is very exciting indeed. It is time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and the spirit world, to trust the signs coming, to take note of your dreams, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive, for you are tapping into the wisdom of the Acacia and you're being given the go-ahead to proceed. This is why they're asking you to go into hermit mode, because the work on your light transmission here says, I open myself up to receive the wisdom of the Acacia. I am ready to download any information from my soul records that's in my highest good and the highest good of all right now. Thank you. So there is something here that you are going through as part of your life journey. It's very much in alignment with who you are, and it's about taking back your power. Perhaps you've been a person who's given away your power to others all your life, and you're really understanding here how to release this energy of the giving in order to take back what is yours. There's new starts here. You're about to close out a cycle. All those people who keep saying to me, when is this cycle going to close? This is the energy that's coming through here that's trying to close the cycle for you. But if you're asking why is it happening, because you are now in the right place and everything is happening for a reason. This is about you understanding who you are now. Understanding your personal power, understanding what you're capable of. There's a rebirth that's going to bring you a lot of joy and happiness. But you couldn't have achieved this, you couldn't have got to this point unless you'd been through what you needed to go through. Akashic Records. That's what you need to do with the Hermit card. Have a great day.